Yeah, I mean, it's a great play by Schmidt, pushing the pace, and then kind of dropping it off to me, pushing the D-man back. So I had some room to make a play, and then just tried to have some patience with the puck there. Shot it low, so I've had quite a few shots on him throughout the series. So I would like to have the one back that I passed the Halls there. They already had a great stick, so I was hitting myself. I maybe should have shot it, but it felt good to get one.
James, you've done so much right in this series in terms of finishing checks and being great defensively as well, but you are a guy that likes to score. How much more gratifying is it for you when you can get on the score sheet?
Yeah, I mean, you want to score big goals for sure. I think when you do the right things, like you said, if you're finishing your checks, you're playing well defensively, the goals will come. And I've been in enough of those games that I feel like if you stick with it, you'll get your chance. So it felt good to get one tonight. I thought our team played well. I think we knew what they were going to come out and do. They were hard on us. They're a physical, heavy team that you expect, and kind of weathered the storm a bit at the start. And I thought we continued to get to our game to the third.
At the end of the second period, Jonathan Marchessault takes a penalty, and then they kind of tried to work him. Doughty's tapping his skull, and Quick is tapping the ice. When you're going off the ice, you said something to Jonathan, just something about composure, or we need you, or what did you say at that time?
No, I just say just little things. I mean, you got to stay disciplined. Marchie knows that for sure. One you probably want to have back, but he's a great player for us. We need him on the ice scoring goals, and he's going to get a big one for us here soon. So just for us, it's just all about discipline, and you got to stay with the box.
Found a way to get through and win this game. What did you say about this team and its maturity?
The third period it's one of the best that you can play. You get yourself a position to win games. I think we did take a few retaliatory penalties, but I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job of staying away from the crap, and they're trying to slow us down any way that they can, and you got to fight through that. You really do, and I think our guys did in the third period, and that's why we broke through.
About Perron, what did it mean to have him back on the ice? He sets up the EQ goal with just being smart and being near the puck. And
yeah.
What did it mean to have him back?
Yeah, he's been one of our catalysts all year. He's a guy that makes a lot of plays. He can make something out of nothing, and that's the reason why he's been one of our prominent guys up front all year. And I think it just goes to show you now that he's playing with Eeks, and it just makes us that much more balanced and that much more strength in our attack.
How good was marking that when they came out hard, especially in the closing minutes?
No, again, he was very good. He's been very good the first two games too. So he bails us out sometimes, and it's really good to see him go well.
You knew the puck was coming there, huh? You knew the puck was coming there.
Well, when we play with Riley Smith, you kind of have to be aware that the puck might come there. So I just have to be ready. Yeah.
That third period seemed like you guys kind of ratcheted up a little bit. Did it seem like that? Was it just me looking at you guys? Or it seemed like you guys were a lot quicker and faster, kind of different than the first and second.
Yeah, a little. I mean, especially after the first goal, I think the momentum was swinging our way. After that, we kind of felt that this was our game.
A 3-0 lead, but with the Kings, their history shows they can come back, but you got to feel at least somewhat confident.
We're not happy until we've beaten the fourth time. Like you said, they have a history of coming back. They have great players, leader, Lance Carpenter. So it's going to be tough. So we got to stay focused.
Can you speak to the way that you found a way to win? In the first game, you kind of kept that 1-0 lead in the first period, double overtime in game two, and finding a way to come back 2 goals in 21 seconds. I mean, you just have found a way to win. If you could just speak to that.
I don't know if there's a magic spell, but if you continue grinding and trying, it's bound to go in. And like I said earlier, when we got the first one, I think the whole team felt that we were going to win this.
Right, not make any mistakes. One time I iced the puck for no reason, things like that. And then just kind of started gaining more and more confidence. And third period, making a good play for our team there to end in the first goal. That was huge for our club at the time. And and then we just kept going after.
What was the difference in the third as opposed to the first and second? It just seemed like you guys came out and were quicker and moved like a little tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, I mean, their pace was so high at the start of the first. We were hoping that they weren't going to be able to sustain it, and they did a really good job. They kept pushing. It's 3-1, and we think the game is almost over, and they find a way to get another goal with 2 minutes to go, and have to give themselves a chance really to get back in this game. And we're not going to count them out. They had a really high pace tonight, and it was good that we get the win.
Well, the Kings have a history of coming back from like 3-0 deficits. You can't count this team out.
Never. It's my toughest team personally to play against, and they do a really good job. They're a great team over there. I have a lot of respect for them, and we're going to keep going until it's over.